Rudy Gauss does some different things even in the last two opponents. So these are things that you haven't seen for like a month. So what's it like kind of preparing for things you've done during the season but haven't done for so long and just like one practice?
I think every matchup has been unique, from Phoenix to Denver and now Dallas. They obviously, each of these teams have some unique players and some unique ways of playing basketball. So it's always a test for our ability to adapt to different situations and different ways of playing defense, but at the same time stay who we are.
You're always looking to be aggressive on the offensive glass. Is that heightened though when the other team has like guys who like to be shot blockers?
Don't matter who we play. It's one way for me to really impact the game, put a lot of pressure on the other team, and also make winning plays for our team. So regardless of who we play, I'm going to try to put pressure on the pass. It's really key for us.
Were you ever surprised at this stage of your career in the playoffs and knowing teams and players as well? Do they ever surprise you with strategies and whatnot at this stage, or do they throw everything they throw at you? Have you seen before and you anticipate?
I think I've seen it all in terms of coverages. There's not a million coverages that you can do in basketball. That teams have been trying to switch. They've been trying to either be back in the drop or also be up. Also depends on who I'm playing with most of the time. But with me, I know that teams are trying to be physical, try to not let me get anything easy under the basket and try to really take away, try to minimize what I do best. So it's really that doesn't mean that I'm not gonna do it. And not try to do it and not try to be the best really that I can be, and also do what my teams need me to do to help them win.
Rudy, given how recently you played Phoenix, kind of knew how the matchups and kind of how that was going to work, and then you played Denver so many times. This is a team that changed after the trade deadline. You haven't really played them. So going into a game one, do you guys have a good feel for how this is going to, like the matchups and stuff like that will work, or is it kind of, do you figure that out in the course of the game?
They've been playing some amazing basketball since the deadline. They're top 4 offense, top 4 defense. They are, I think they won 75% of their games. We haven't faced that team yet. We faced some of these guys obviously, but that group together we haven't faced it yet. So it's a big challenge for us, but we also believe in who we are, believe in our strength, and we believe in our ability to try to slow them down, and then and also offensively in our ability to find good shots, for our team. So we know it's going to be really tough. We know these guys are an incredible team. They're here for a reason. But everyone in this locker room believes and is ready for that challenge.
Probably not a big surprise to you that you're on first team all defense, but was it cool to see Jaden also recognized?
That was the most important for me. Just see him get his first. That's his first on defensive team. So he wants to be in the first team, and I think he's a top 5 defender in this league. But it's good to get your first one, and then and now he gets to show the world who he is every night on the biggest stage. So it's I'm really proud of him. The work that he puts in, the growth, the maturity that is shown throughout the year, and especially even now in the playoffs. We definitely wouldn't be there without him. So it's sky's the limit, but it's good to get his first one. I'm happy for him.
All your bigs stole all first team spots.
Yeah, bigs have been, those guys have been, who was the first team?
AD, Wemby, you, Bam, and then Herb Jones was the only non-big.
Yeah, so those 3 other bigs have had great years, so they deserve their credit, that they've impacted the game in a really good way for their teams defensively, and Herb Jones, also had a good year. So, I'm happy for all these guys. I have a lot of respect for all the players that take pride in being great on that end of the floor, because you don't usually get as much credit the other hand of the floor, and you don't get as much attention. And so you face the greatest players in the world every night, in a very offensive-minded league. So it's I have a lot of respect for those guys.
Rudy, speaking of defense, what has stood out to you about Carl's defense in the playoffs, and do you think that's been another level that you've seen him?
Yeah, he took that challenge, and he knows that, and I keep reminding him that, to try and motivate him, that team is going to try to attack him and go at him, and and he's been not just taking that challenge, it's been a huge plus for us defensively. I mean, the way he got Jokic was incredible, and he takes that challenge every night, and it's fun to watch. It's I really love to see the competitive mindset that he has, and also how much he wants to win. He realized that we need him to be not just good, but to be great, and he's been doing it.
Rudy, for a young player like Ant who has so much of his career ahead of him, what do you think it does for his legacy to be at this stage of the Western Conference Finals, at this stage of his career?
I mean, I think it's incredible, for him. 22 years old, being in the Western Conference Finals. I don't even know how many of those he's going to have, but I also know that those don't come as easily as you would think. Mike was actually saying that in the locker room. He said last time he was in the conference finals, it was, I think, 12 years ago or something like that. So you never know when you're going to have the opportunity. So it's, for me, I try to tell him that, you got to make the most of that moment, and you're not 22 years old, you Anthony Edwards, you are, you fourth year in the league, you're very mature, and you can help a team win a championship right now. So, it's been amazing taking that challenge and not just being content with the success that he already has. He wants more, he wants to be a champion, and and he's putting the work to do so. So it's been, it's been fun. It's been fun to be a part of this group and to be able to help him try to achieve that and push him every day to be the greatest version of himself. And he's been getting more mature. Almost like every game, we've played, and it's I'm really proud of him. The maturity, the growth that he's shown is. Carries over to our team, and I can't wait to watch him keep growing every day.
How much are you embracing, Rudy, this opportunity? I mean, now that you're in your 30s, right? I mean, this is a great opportunity for you.
I mean, it's my dream. I've always dreamed about being a champion. It's always been my goal, win a championship. Whether it was in Utah or since I got in the league, and when I got traded here, the first thing that I said is that I believe in this organization. I believe in the group that I believe in the thing, that team, and these guys will try to build. And I'm really grateful that they believe in me to try to help this team get to the next level. And for me and for this organization, we are now in a territory that we haven't been before. I mean, for this team, this group, and I'm enjoying the moment. There's nothing I want more right now than championship. So I'm going to do whatever it takes.
Jokic said that Mike is the most underrated player in the NBA.
Yeah.
What's it going to take for Mike to just be properly rated?
I don't think he ever will, but I think a championship would definitely, put some respect on his name a little more, and when you win, there's nothing people can say at the end of the day. So I know how bad he wants to win, and I know how much it means to this team, to this group. So I just want it really bad for him too, and he's 36 now, so he's the one that's probably the most aware of how precious these moments are, and these opportunities are, and he's showing it every day in practice and on the court.
Rudy, you talk a lot about continuing to be yourselves as a team.
but when the stakes get higher, what's the challenge in kind of like staying in the moment, staying to yourselves as the stakes just continue to get higher?
That's a great question. I mean, the challenge, we know our team, we know ourselves, and we've said this from the beginning. You know, our biggest competition a lot of times is ourselves. You know, it's the maturity, you know, the distractions, the praise, critics, you know, the noise, all that that can pollute our mind and get in our own way, you know, and we've seen it, you know, a couple times. I mean, not a couple times, a lot of times in over the last 2 years, and we've really matured as a group. You know, now we are aware of it. We're able to anticipate those things, and also guys have been really locked in. You know, they're really trying to get, you know, everybody wants to come home, to come see you play. Everybody come to your house, your friends, your family. Everyone want to be a part of that when you're winning. You know, but you're winning because you also locked in and you're able to be in your own bubble. So I think everyone is on the same page now and understands that everything we need is in this locker room, and through adversity or through great moments, you know, we're gonna leave that with the people in this locker room.
You're such a routine guy. Have you been able to kind of get back to your routine given what you've just had go on in your personal life?
I mean, I have an incredible girlfriend. You know, she's been really like allowing me to get some sleep, and you know, she's taken a lot of the responsibilities. Even though I also you know, spend a lot of time, you know, with them, but the sleep, you know, for me is the most important, and she's been doing that. So I'm really grateful for that. You know, and yeah, I mean, it's I think it's also a great balance for me. You know, in the midst, I've always been so driven on my routine and on success and winning and all these things that having that balance of, you know, sometimes just turning that off and spending just some real genuine moments, you know, with my kid and with her, just helps me be even better when I come back into, you know, work mode. And it's been an amazing, you know, few weeks so far.
You and Aunt compare notes on fatherhood, or where are you at?
We what?
You and Aunt talking fatherhood much, since you're both new fathers? And
Yeah, we do a little bit. We do. Aunt is, I mean, the way he is with his daughter is just, it's amazing to see. You know, you can see how much love he has, and I know he's gonna be a great dad too. So, and if he doesn't, I'm sure I'll slap him on the wrist. But I know he will. You know, and I mean, he's younger than me, obviously. So he's everyone's in a different stage in their lives, but I know Ant is, you know, he's gonna be a great dad, and he has a lot of love, you know, for his daughter. So that's the most important.
Your last series in Utah was against Dallas. You know, so that didn't go great for you guys. Does this feel a little bit like a full circle moment in that sense?
There's a lot of full circle moments happening, you know. I mean, that's one of them, you know, facing a team that I wasn't able to beat in the playoffs in the past, facing Alex Jensen, that was with me for 10 years in Utah, 9 years, 9 or 10. But you know, it's a lot of full circle moments happening, and you know, I'm just focused on every step of the way. You know, every day, enjoying every practice, every workout, just every minute of it. And when it's time to play, I'll just be me, you know, and give all I have to give to this team, and enjoy it.
Rudy, anything on your mind at all about who might own the team after the season?
That's out of my pedigree, you know. The most important thing for me right now is to focus on making sure that we try to accomplish our goal, and then, you know, we'll see what happens, you know, above us. But yeah, whatever needs to happen will happen.